Philadelphia as we made our way back. Welcome to NFL Live, our post-draft roundtable, if you will. So we put a bow on this whole thing. Everybody's here. Todd McShay, Mel Kiper Jr., Adam Schefter.
Lewis Riddick, Ryan Clark, Tim Hasselbeck. I'm Susie Culver.
Well, we continue. It is Monday, right? So overreaction Monday. But this time around, we get to do a post-draft edition of Overreaction Monday. So I will start, read a statement. You tell me, overreaction or not an overreaction? We talked a little bit about the quarterbacks earlier. Deshaun Watson, gentlemen, will lead the Texans to the playoffs. Overreaction? Not an overreaction.
I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, only because, I mean, there's going to be so much that he needs to learn that I don't know. He may be a part of them getting to the playoffs, but I don't know if he's going to be the one who leads them. I think they're going to rely on the fact that this is a very well-balanced, well-constructed football team, and that's not to take anything away from what his contribution may be. I just don't know if he'll be the one who leads them to the playoffs.
I actually think this is not an overreaction for me. Marcus Mariota's coming off a broken leg. Andrew Luck had shoulder surgery. The Jaguars are still the Jaguars until they prove otherwise. And I actually think that the fit for Deshaun Watson ends up being good. And Tom Savage hasn't really been able to stay healthy. So I think we're going to see a Deshaun Watson fairly early, and that's a good football team around him.
I don't think it's an overreaction because look at the quarterbacks they've gotten to the playoffs with in the previous years. Right. I think he's better than a lot of those guys. This team is set up to be successful.
I was just trying to say it without insulting those other guys.
Oh, well, I don't play quarterback. I ain't sure. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's an overreaction at all.
It is an overreaction. I think Indianapolis will be better. I think Tennessee's on their way. I think the division has shifted a little bit, so I don't think mediocrity necessarily will get you in the playoffs now. And Deshaun Watson's not ready. I think if you're not precise, you're not accurate in college, can Bill O'Brien get him that ready, that much more prepared and equipped to be a successful starting quarterback? I don't think it happens overnight. I think it's going to be a tough rookie year for Watson if, in fact, he's forced to be on the field.
Slight overreaction, I would say. I think they could make it to the playoffs, but I don't know. When you say he led them to the playoffs, I think
he's got to be the starter.
Sounds like what I said.
I could see Savage.
You guys are giving them. You guys are good. You're like they can go to the playoffs. He can be the quarterback, but he's not the leader.
That's what this is. This is the smart table run.
Yeah. I see.
Oh, this side. Okay,
we're going with the one word.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Houston Rockets back in the day did take Hakeem Olajuwon over Michael Jordan.
Here's the NBA sideline guy.
Now that's right.
So now, Hakeem Olajuwon over Michael Jordan. Now the Houston Texans have the Michael Jordan of college football.
Listen, though, to Ryan's point, the Texans have won 4 of the last 6 divisions. I'll just read the quarterback list of Brock Osweiler, Ryan Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, T.J. Yates, Matt Shaw.
Right, and the other 16 quarterbacks that played in between those guys getting them to the playoffs.
Oh, and they would like to get a little bit farther than they have.
Yes.
All right, so Tim mentioned the Jags, so let's go there next. Overreaction or not, that Leonard Fournette, taken by the Jags with the 4th overall pick, will lead all rookies in rushing. Overreaction, Mel?
It's a little overreaction. Leonard Fournette should, if the offensive line improves dramatically and Blake Bortles improves dramatically. If you're going to bet on that, you got to bet on 2 things happening. And Tom Coughlin's going to come in there and be the savior and all these things because Tom Coughlin's influences there are going to help him drafting Cam Robinson and what have you. I think you have guys like Christian McCaffrey. You have Kareem Hunt in Kansas City. I think Jeremy McNichols in Tampa Bay was a real good 5th-round pick. So I'll take the field over a brick wall, which could stop Leonard Fournette.
We can tell who's not here on Mondays during the season, and it's Mel. You can't do that, Mel. You can't change the wording of it, Mel. You can't say should.
I said
it's a will.
I said he should, but he won't.
Listen, it's not an overreaction. It's not an overreaction. Because for it to be an overreaction, it has to be like ludicrous, right? We got to be like, no way that'll happen.
So he's the favorite.
Yeah, it's not an overreaction.
I don't think it's an overreaction because by virtue of the fact that he's going to get a lot of touches. He's going to get a lot of touches running the football. And we're talking about how many he's going to lead rookies as far as rushing. Now, Christian's going to get a lot of touches in many different ways, but I don't know if his rushing numbers will be up there. Kareem Hunt's going to be battling with some other people who touch the football a lot. Dalvin Cook, I mean, he's still going to be a guy who's really, I think he's going to fit in as a 3rd down option first, and then he'll get some more touch. So I think Leonard's going to be that 1st and 2nd down pounder. You don't carry the ball 20 times a game.
If Leonard Fournette stays healthy, if he stays healthy, he's going to lead the Jaguars in rushing. Last year, Ezekiel Elliott was the 4th overall pick. They didn't take Leonard Fournette at 4 not to feed him the football over
they're going to get it out of him.
And they're playing with a head coach.
The defense is
and
good.
Tom Coughlin who want to run the football.
Our quarterback is making too many mistakes. We are shifting the whole focus. Yeah. We'll go with our strength, our defense, and let's slow down this game. And that's why I think Leonard Fournette has a really good chance.
Did Leonard Fournette run well against Alabama? couldn't run against that brick wall when you had no passing game. So if you have a passing game and Bortles has improved, fine.
If you think that, then where'd you rank him?
Has nothing to do with it.
He's going to have the most. He's going to have the most.
It doesn't matter, John. It doesn't matter, says Mel.
By the way, in news today, the Jags picked up the 5th-year option for Bortles. They also drafted Cam Robinson. They also drafted D.D. Westbrook. They're putting a lot of things around him, so this is his opportunity